The market is running a live experiment this morning in what the AI trade is really worth, and the results are split. Nvidia is up more than 4% on huge volume because SpaceX committed to building its orbital computers exclusively on Nvidia hardware, while AMD, which reported a record quarter, is being sold hard anyway, dragging the leveraged chip fund down more than 3%. Same sector, opposite verdicts. The market is paying up for locked-in demand and punishing everything else. Money is pouring into big tech regardless. The Nasdaq 100 fund took in nearly $5 billion in a single day. Inside this book, Amazon is the only position and it is losing ground, sitting past the system's stop line where the safety mechanism takes over. The hunt list wants out and up. Alphabet first with its by trigger-armed and no chip exposure. Nvidia second with its own trigger-armed on the SpaceX story. Microsoft waiting third. One buy signal from either of the top two rotates the book into a stronger chart. Equity sits at $5,193.21, up $7.74 or 0.15% on the day, which is a thin but positive drift after the last mark. Cash is $191.91 with buying power of $14,771.28, and 96.3% of the account is still deployed in the single Amazon position. That Amazon book is 18 shares entered at $284.49, now worth $5,001.30 with an unrealized loss of $119.52, or minus 2.33%, and the synthetic stop at $278.80 leaves only 0.34% of breathing room. Since the last briefing, the engine stood pat with no fills, and the risk layer blocked a 15-share Tesla buy because its bias is flat, plus a 0.0785 BTC/USD buy since holding Amazon at priority 0 doesn't rotate to an equal priority name. The decision board dated August 5, 2026 now ranks Google at priority 5, with Nvidia bumped to priority 4 from flat, then Microsoft at 3 and Oracle at 1, so the top long is Google. With 7 names flat and a 1-position cap, any new long has to displace Amazon, and the circuit breaker at 0% of 5% used means buying remains permitted, though lifetime realized of $312.84 over 5 round trips at a 60% win rate keeps the bias toward patience. Alphabet is the stock this system wants most, and its buy trigger is armed right now. The momentum gauge sits just under its 0 line and is climbing, with every quality gate open, so a couple of firm hours could fire a fresh buy signal into an uptrend that has run from the low 320s to the high 370s in 2 weeks. The news keeps stacking in its favor. Anthropic, the AI lab Alphabet holds a large stake in, confirmed it is building its own chip team, deepening the value of that stake. Nvidia is the morning's main event. The stock is up more than 4% at about 220, punching through its old all-time high on 54 million shares because the SpaceX story got bigger overnight. Elon Musk said SpaceX will build its orbital AI computers exclusively on Nvidia's Vera Rubin platform. Jim Cramer's response was, and there it is. And JP Morgan is already estimating SpaceX could absorb a meaningful share of Nvidia's 2027 production. Microsoft is the book's patient third choice, and today shows why patience is the right word. The stock touched $498 this morning and gave it back, trading around $489.5, down 0.2%. A quiet consolidation day inside a strong trend. Oracle is taking a breather, trading just under $145, down 0.5% as Monday's surge on the Google Cloud partnership digests. Amazon is the book's only position and it is the weak link on the board. The stock trades at about $277, roughly flat on the day, but the position itself sits nearly 3% underwater, past the line where the system's automatic stop takes over. The sellers still have names. Jeff Bezos filed to sell just over $4 billion of stock, and New Jersey's antitrust suit hangs over the tape. The only fresh headline is Alexa's paid launch in Australia, which moves nothing.